I think we have found the next HBCU head coaching superstar, and that is Desean Jackson. I think we found the next Coach Prime, or the first Desean Jackson, that is. Let me not disrespect the man. But Desean Jackson is a budding star in this industry. Let's talk about it. And don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you first, right after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload all the time. Now, I believe we have found the next superstar in the HBCU coaching world. And no, it is not Michael Vick. At least not yet. I'm not saying it can't be Michael Vick, but nah, folk. Yeah, got on me last time. I'm switched it up. It's not folk. Norfolk State ain't there yet. But Delaware State might be. And Delaware State, led by Desean Jackson, might be it. Now, Delaware State is coming off their homecoming win where they hung a 70 burger on little school from the blind. I ain't gonna lie. That school wasn't very good at all. But here's the thing. People like, Jeff, they hung 70 points on a team that was garbage. Y'all can say whatever about that team, but for the past decade, that team was Delaware State. And the one thing that changed was the head coach. Desean Jackson came all the way out from LA. He came all the way out from LA, 3,000 miles across the country to Dover, Delaware, and turned that program all the way up. This team is 4-3 after their bye week. Now, they have a tough test. They have North Carolina Central right now, the number one team in the MEAC. They have the ultimate test this upcoming weekend against North Carolina Central and the number one team in the MEAC right now as they go into conference play. But going into conference play, do you believe the Delaware State is 4-3? Like, do you believe Delaware State is 4-3 coming off a game where they hung 70 points on the team and had almost 800 total yards of offense? 4-3 on the year. Now, that doesn't sound like world beaters. That doesn't sound like the biggest, the baddest record in the history of the world, right? But would you believe me if I told you that those 4 wins are 2 more wins than the previous 2 seasons combined? Those 4 wins are 2 more wins than the previous 2 seasons combined. Not to mention, they look like they could potentially have their first winning record in over a decade. Like, look how bad Delaware State has been historically. This is the 2025 season. Let's go to 24 season. Let's go. 24 season. As it loads, 1-11. 23 season. Let's go. Once again, I told you, you can say whatever you want about that team they hung 70 points on. 1-10. 22 season. 5-6. Still no winning records. 21 season. And that 5-6 was actually pretty good. 5-6. Like, this is Delaware State. This is what Delaware State had previously been before Desean Jackson. 2-3. Desean Jackson currently has 4 wins. Currently. This team hasn't had this type of success in years. And I can keep going on and on and on with all of that. But Desean Jackson has done it in year one. Year one. After 2 one-win seasons back-to-back, Desean Jackson already has 4 wins going into conference play. And legitimately could potentially be a win this weekend against North Carolina Central away from having the driver's seat, being in the driver's seat for the MEAC championship. Think about that. In year one for a team in Dover, Delaware, that had won 2 games the previous 2 seasons combined, Desean Jackson being able to do this in year one with just a concept. Think about this. He just had a concept. He had no proof. He had never coached before. He hadn't even been he'd barely been an assistant coach, let alone a head coach. Bringing in guys like Clinton Portis, who had never coached before. Bringing in a bunch of these dudes from the West Coast all the way 3,000 miles away from their homes to Dover, Delaware to coach football at an HBCU where most of these guys went to PWIs. Who does that sound like? That sounds like one Deion Sanders. And in year one was what? Deion's worst year. At Jackson State, year one was Deion's worst year. This is year one for Desean Jackson. They already have 4 wins. What will it look like now when Desean Jackson is recruiting that kid from Long Beach, or recruiting that kid from Miami, where Clinton Portis had balled out at, or recruiting that kid from Mississippi, where Clinton Portis, I believe, is originally from? He's either from Mississippi or Georgia. He's not from Miami. I believe he's from Mississippi. Or recruiting that kid from Texas, or recruiting these kids from California. We got a few of them to come to Delaware State with him in year one. But what will it look like in year two under Coach Nemo, who has the number one rushing attack in all of FCS football? Think about this. In year one, Desean Jackson was able to build up an offensive line and a running back and a quarterback room good enough to have the number one rushing attack in all of, not HBCU football, in all of FCS, the number one rushing attack in the nation. He did that in year one. In year one, he did that. He set a culture foundation. He shook the room. He reshook the room. And we can't act like, well, anybody can come in and do that. Anybody can go make that happen. No, they can't, because Michael Vick is not currently doing that at Norfolk. He's not currently doing that up in Norfolk right now. But Desean has been able to do that in Dover, Delaware right now, set the tone from day one. And that is impressive. That is Coach Prime-ish. That's kind of like what Coach Prime was able to do. And then in year two, Coach Prime got Shador, and the rest is history. What will Desean be able to do in year two with a full offseason, after a full body of work, after a real resume, because he was able to go put tape on, put tape on the field, go show guys, hey, I plug you into this spot where Caden Bennett's at, or I plug you into this spot where Mr. James is at, where he's running up all over defenses. I put you in this spot, Mr. Running Back, where we have the number one rushing attack in all of college football at the FCS level. This is impressive, man. This is impressive, and I believe we're watching a budding star, because I don't think he's able to show off his true recruiting chops just yet and really get the community invested, his booster friends invested into his NIL program, his facilities. The facilities are being built up there in Dover. The facilities are actually coming to Delaware State. And Desean Jackson has already been able to do this. This is a widely impressive for D-Jack. And he's just getting started. He's really learning on the fly. Like, dog is really learning on the fly how to be a football coach, how to be not just a head coach, but a football coach. He's had 1 year of experience of doing it at the high school level. He's a collegiate coach. And he's doing everything in his power, man. And I've had a front seat to watch this. You guys know I broke the story on Desean going there, and this has been amazing to watch, man. I did not think he would be this good this fast. I did not think he would be this good this fast, because it is hard. Ask Michael Vick. This is hard. Michael Vick's team is 1-5 right now. This is hard. This is not easy. Yet Desean is making it look easy. He's making it look easy, man. And shout out to Coach D-Jack, man. Shout out to D-Jack making this happen. And I believe we're watching the budding star, a budding star in the making. Now, Delaware State, appreciate him while you got him, because I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to have him. He keep running up 400-500 yards each and every single game on the ground, scoring a bunch of points, 60-70 points on teams. It's going to be hard to keep him around in Dover, a guy from the West Coast. Keep him in Dover. But right now, this season has been amazing. Delaware State won their homecoming game, I think, for the first time in several years, and now have a legitimate shot. If they beat North Carolina Central this Saturday, they will have a legitimate shot of winning the MEAC in Coach D-Jack's first year at the helm, for a team that was picked to finish dead last in the MEAC. Think about this. They're going into conference play with the winning record as the number 2 team in the conference, and they were picked to finish dead last. Dead last. D-Jack is making that happen, man. He is making that happen, man. And I think we're watching a budding star in the making. And he continues to put his team on. He continues to put Delaware State on as he started his new podcast. I'm going to do a separate video about that and the importance of that, the importance of branding, the importance of getting your name out there, the importance of bringing influx of money into your program. That way you build up your facilities, build up your infrastructure, continue to get good players, both via the transfer portal and high school. Put a little dust in their pocket via NIL. That's why Jackson State's dominating. I think Jackson State just dominate just for the hell of it. No, they have good coaches, they have good infrastructure, and they have good NIL system. They have good resources pouring into that program. That's the next step for D-Jack, is getting those. He's building the program. He's already changed the culture. He's continuing to build the infrastructure. The next step is to get more and more resources into that program, and that will truly help them be not just winning by the skin of the teeth and beating up on bad teams, but then becoming truly dominant in the MEAC and being a power player in the MEAC under Coach D-Jack. That's what Michael Vick's trying to figure out, and it ain't easy. He's starting to clean house and figure out what works, what don't work, because this ain't easy. This ain't just a turnkey and go. No, this is a fixer-upper. Desean Jackson took over a one-win football team. This is a fixer-upper. And he's already got them at 4 wins, 7 games into the season. That is highly, highly, and truly impressive for Coach D-Jack. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Desean Jackson, the next superstar coach coming out of the HBCU ranks from the NFL. I believe so. And I think we're only going to see him get better and better each and every single week. And for as long as he's at Delaware State, I think they're going to keep rising and continue to rise as a program. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Desean Jackson, the next superstar coach in the HBCU realm. My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.